What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people, them we are back with another Dust-Up Shakedown episode for you, man. And I got my folks in the house. I got S-Dogs MMA. I got Brittany in the house. We got MMA Normally and Kick Him in the Head. Everybody loaded up in the house. Salute to every single one of you that's watching live or playback. Please make sure you're following all these nice people on the panel, on their handles. Salute to every single one of you. Sterling, Britt, how you both doing, man?
What's up, my dog? It was a crazy weekend. We're back to be moving around this week. It's gonna be a nice weekend coming up. This is the favorite part of the week, son. Nothing like a midweek show on a Wednesday afternoon, sprinting home from work, wondering if you're gonna be able to make it or not, making it, getting done, and just wrapping up the day. This is the best time to be alive. This is Brittany's second return. I was telling her these are my favorite shows. Out of everything we do, this and the watch-alongs, favorite shit to do, man. But yeah, man, I'm solid. I'll let Brittany answer how she's doing.
I'm happy to be back. I think he's right. These are my new favorite shows.
They're the
We're
best.
here. We're alive. We're breathing. We're good over here.
We're good.
Yeah, man. Big up to all of you down there. And the Boston Massive, man. You know what I mean? Big up to all of you over there, man. And my boy, MMA Normally. How you doing, my brother?
Another beautiful day in paradise, my guy. Just like S-Dog said, these are the best times, man. We just get to come here, shoot the shit, just kind of hang out with our homies for a little bit, talk about a sport that we love. Can't beat it, bro. So no complaints here. It's been a busy week, but as I tell my significant other, busy does not mean bad, just means busy. So we keep it moving and we keep it grooving, brother. Happy to be here.
Yeah, man. Whether you're busy doing something or busy doing nothing, you know what I mean? Just stay busy, man. You know what I mean? That's the way to go, brother. And talk about busy doing nothing and getting battered in the gym. My boy Kick Him in the Head. He's still basking in his glory. He's been on my fucking neck all fucking week, bro. You know what I mean? What are you saying? Yo, how you doing, bro? You feeling nice over there in South Africa?
Look, as you can see, I'm nice and chilled, laid back for this show, just like my boy DDP was in that fight. Oh, what a fight weekend we had. I know Sterling vehemently disagrees because he thinks this man did a miss, which he did. But the fact is, DDP came out victorious. I'm looking forward to the show, although the other thing, Sterling, for me, it's not afternoon. I just got out of training at 11:30 in the evening, straight onto DUSD. But like you guys said, best time of the week.
Yeah,
Hey,
man, we love.
when I used to hop on the shows and I was cutting weight for fights on a Wednesday like this, sometimes I would be so dizzy on what's happening and then screaming. We get off the show and then I would be like, I might face plant if I get up out this chair. So you're giving me flashback vibes right now. I see it in your fucking eyes, y'all.
Yeah, man. I mean, still with you, Yao. Like, just to reflect on that card, because we were meant to do a recap. We didn't really get round to it. You know what I mean? But like after the card now, like what's the mood over there in South Africa, the people there around CIT, Dricos's camp, and you know, what's the mood over there in South Africa?
So, the mood is upbeat, but the main thing is this man had the title. He lost it in unceremonious fashion with that loss to Khamzat. So for him to come back and beat, yes, Kamaru is a legend. Kamaru is a great. But for him to win so convincingly, for us, it's like, yeah, we knew he was this good. Can we get back to the title? So we are all happy. But for us, it's okay. To the next one, because that's really where we are in terms of our mindset of how good Drickers is, the level Drickers should be fighting at, and just how unfortunate his loss was. Nothing wrong with losing, but that loss, even with him, as he said in his post-fight, this man came to fight. I will respect this man forever, referencing how bullshit that Khamzat fight was, to be honest.
I mean, that's all. I mean, for all the disrespect that Usman gets, people like Hamza, people like DDP, they give him his flowers. Olin, you weren't really on the watch along with us as me and Sterling and Britt were suffering through that fight, and Cross and Yao just decimated us throughout the fight, decimated the whole mood. You kind of, you've always been a big Dricos advocate in terms of your, how do I premise this? His puppy dog type energy, big puppy dog type energy, not even knowing how much power that he got. So I know you've always been a big DDP advocate, but in terms of like where Usman goes from now and what's on the horizon for DDP, because even he said title fight is not really a given if he doesn't finish this fight in a certain way, which obviously we got a dogfight, but was it a dogfight because it was kind of a little bit one-sided on the scorecard? But what's your overall take on the fight? Let the people know and where you see both of these guys pivot into.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, this fight did show us a lot. It showed us that Dricus can go 25 minutes without getting tired. It showed us that he has power, which we already knew, and it showed us that he can fight elite level grapplers even when they are attempting takedowns, right? Usman attempted, I believe, 7 takedowns in that fight, wasn't able to really get him to the mat. I expected him to attempt more takedowns, if I'm being honest. I think that was a fallacy. That was a weak point in his game planning as far as Usman goes. But another thing that I think really stood out is the fact that Usman doesn't carry the same power at 185 that he did at 170. And realistically, if you look at the top 10, outside of Dricus, outside of Hamzat and the champion Sean, who does he beat at 185 currently in this state? I don't see a lot of paths to victory for him against a lot of the top 10 guys. But if you put him back down to 170, there's so many different guys that he can actually go out there and beat, right? If you put him against somebody like, I don't know, realistically, anybody inside of the top 10, he does a lot better against that 170-pound division, right? I could see him beating a Brendan All-In Allen. I could see him, this is middleweight. Let me go back to welterweight. I could see Usman fighting somebody like Jack Della Maddalena and winning that fight handily. We've seen Jack Della Maddalena get wrestle fucked and put on his back. I don't want to see it, but it can happen. Usman is strong enough and technically sound enough to make that happen. Again, I just don't want to see him fight at 185 again. If he does, I think it's going to be more of the same. As far as Dricus, like you said, Ola, he didn't do enough to get a title shot. He didn't finish him. It looked like he was going to a number of times. I was watching the watch along. I saw Yao losing his fucking mind every time a head kick landed, and there were a lot of them. That may have been the most kicks Dricus has ever thrown in a career fight, let alone head kicks. So, no, he doesn't get a title shot, but there's a number of names that I do think make sense. I'd like to see him fight Nasruddin Imavov. I think that fight makes a lot of sense, and it's kind of an undisputed number 1 contender fight.
Britt, I'm going to come to you first before Sterling gets hold of this question right here. But with Usman now, and as Olin was just saying, right? Do you think he should go back down to 70 or just hang it up? Because the kind of grueling match that I had with DDP, those are the type of fights that leaves something on you. You don't just walk out of fights like that. And Usman's already old as time is getting on with him, and everybody tries to remind us. But was you also impressed with the way he performed in terms of how he applied himself, even though he didn't get most of what he set out to do, in your opinion?
So me and Sterling did a recap on Monday. We kind of talked about it. I think everybody has to give Usman his flowers for that. Was it the greatest performance? No. But there were so many times that he could have been finished, and he went all 5 rounds. So could he stay at 185? Yeah. Could he fight the top 5, even top 10 guys? Probably not. I don't think that he would really win those. Could he survive? Yeah. But what's the point of staying there if you're just going to lose everything? I don't think it's time for him to hang it up. I thought he still looked good enough to continue to fight, but I think 170 is definitely better for him. And I also agree that DDP's performance did not earn him a title shot at all. I don't think that was his best performance at all. I thought that he could definitely do way better. Not even like finishing him, but just in general. Like I've seen DDP look better. I agree with the Imavov fight because I don't want to see Hamzat DDP again. It just doesn't interest me at all. But I think Usman needs to go back down to 170, and I think he could win a couple more and then hang it up.
Sterling, in terms of this fight, before we move on to into the video clips, DDP came into this fight wanting to vindicate and show everybody that he could wrestle. He's fixed the wrestling part of his game. Did you get that vindication in this fight? Did you see anything to show you that if he was to fight Hamza again, we wouldn't see the same thing that happened the last time?
I think that motherfucker would look a lot better against Hamza at round 2. But here's the thing: Usman came to fight. Hamza literally came just to hold him down. So like that was his game plan. His game plans was just to get him down and keep him there. But we gotta give fucking respect to Usman, boys. He was trying to shoot fucking takedowns, but Dricus is big as fuck. Dricus is fucking huge. He could probably fight a light heavyweight. He was stuffing the fuck out of those takedowns. Let's be honest. Usman, I don't think he ever rocked Dricus. I don't know it's because if his power didn't transfer, but it's like name 3 motherfuckers that have rocked Dricus. And Sean fought him fucking for 10 rounds, and I don't think Sean really rocked him. And you know how I fuck with Sean. So Izzy didn't really rock him. Bobby Knuckles didn't rock him. Hamzat just humped him. Like, not a lot of motherfuckers have done him bad. So, like, for Usman to go up there and make it go 5 rounds, and, like, I thought he won at least 1 round. And he kept DDP kind of on his toes. DDP wasn't comfortable in there, I don't think. I don't think this was the easy fight.
I give him round 3.
I give him round 3.
Yeah, I'll give him round 3 as well.
Usman, though, dog. If you talk about should he fight at 170 or 185, I think fuck 170. Fuck cutting that extra 15 pounds. You did what you did at 170. Like, you're considered, like, besides him and GSP, probably one of the GOATs at it. Stay at 185. Take some fun fights. Fight Bo Nickel. Fuck it. Fight Bo Nickel. Fucking fight Joe Piper. Fight Fluffy.
I'd like to see him with Bobby Knuckles. I'd like to see him with Robert Whittaker.
Well, Bobby Knuckles is at 205 now, and Bobby
Knuckles.
He's gone
205.
He's looking a little tick. Looks like he's liking it too. Like he likes the lifestyle at 205. So I don't think he's coming back down. Usman will maybe get him back down there, but I don't know. I like Bobby doing his thing. I think Kamaru should look at Bobby and go, fuck it. I might have lost this fucking fight to the former champ, but I can still fight fucking 80% of these guys and probably fucking beat them. He probably won't be the champ again, which kind of sucks because he could have probably beat Sean Strickland. But yeah, bro, Usman's the fucking man. Dricus did his fucking thing, and they're both now in a very weird spot because Dricus kind of fucked himself beating Sean twice because nobody really wants to see that fight for the 3rd time. So I don't know, bro. Dricus is in a weird spot and Usman's in a weird spot.
Also, to answer the question that you actually asked, because he didn't actually answer it.
I forgot it.
DDP showed nothing with his wrestling because every time Usman went to go shoot a takedown.
I did answer it. I said I think he would do way better in Hamzat than the second fight this time.
Yeah, but nothing in that fight. How did anything in that fight prove that?
What do you mean? Usman didn't take him down.
Usman couldn't take him down one time.
Hamza's a whole different cover now.
But Hamzat has the strength that Usman lacks. Technique-wise, though, Usman has the technical skill level of Hamzat, in my opinion.
Like a motherfucker. And Usman didn't take him down once.
He's a D1 wrestler.
Yeah, he didn't take him down literally one time. So I think
I don't know. It didn't prove anything for me.
And you got to admit the sprawls looked way better this time around from DDP, Britt. Like the way in which he sprawled, like he shot his feet back 6 fucking foot one time. And look, I know what you're saying. Like Hamzat will keep coming, keep going for the takedown.
Hey, Brie, remember you're talking to a big DDP advocate here. So when you're talking to Olin, don't get fooled. You know what I mean? Just remember, the
real fight is he needs to go to heavyweight and fight Francis Ngannou. He needs to delete the 3 kings. You know what I mean?
Hey, what you talking about? No such.
The only way I'm going to say that DDP's wrestling got better is if he goes to the ground and wrestles. I have to
Well, that
actually
makes
see it.
well,
That's
You would have to
that's the
give
reason
there,
why I
though.
asked the question.
If
I
the
feel like I have
world-class
to see
grappler
it.
can't get him to the ground, then
I feel like it needs to be tested. You know what I mean? Like,
give him Hamza to
everybody
get
don't want to see him
hey,
wrestle.
but Brie already said she got no interest in seeing the Hamza fight again. How are we supposed to know now, Brie? If you don't want to see it again, how do we find out?
Puts asses in seats. He does.
Yeah,
Whether you love him or hate him, he puts asses in seats. He sells tickets.
Hold on, Brie. If you don't want to see the Hamza fight again, how do we see that wrestling tested?
I don't fucking know.
A bit of a chicken or the egg situation there, Britt.
Look, well, if you go back to my comment, I think it says it all. DDP now has the mentality of if one man can hold you down, I got it wrong there. 2 men can rape you. He has
shout out
said,
Justin Gaethje.
"What? No, hold me down." He is living the Justin Gaethje credo with how
Shout
he
out.
approached that Eastern fight. You will not hold me down. Not today.
I hear it. Okay, let's move on from this topic here and actually get into some of the clips that we've got here. Right. Let's start with this one. We come to Sterling and Britt first on this one, and we'll go around the table. Okay, let's get it.
Charles Oliveira explains why he thinks Arman Tsarukyan could beat Ilia Topuria.
Topuria versus Tsarukyan.
I think Tsarukyan is quite capable of winning.
I mean, you said that so incredibly confidently.
I believe that if, for example, you trade punches standing with Topuria just like it happened during my own fight with him, he definitely has the power to knock you out cold. If you look closely at Tsarukyan's most recent fights, you will see that all he does is take his opponent down to the ground. He's a guy who constantly goes for takedowns, so I think he definitely won't want to trade punches, but will want to take it to the ground. If it goes to the ground, of course, it's a completely different game.
By the way, you fought both of these fighters.
I fought both of them, and in my fight against Topuria, I made a mistake. I wanted to trade punches, wanted to move, believed I could knock him out, believed my punch could land. If I had chosen a completely different strategy, the fight would have been different. That's why I'm saying this. Tsarukyan always fights like this in his recent bouts. He lands a strike and then takes it to the ground. He wrestles on the ground, relying on grappling. I think that's the right tactic against Topuria.
So why didn't you try to take Topuria down?
I don't know, maybe I believed in my punch too much and, well, I made a mistake.
Okay, at least he admitted he was feeling himself too much, because that fight there pissed me off. Bro, I was so pissed off with that fight because I picked Dude Bronx to fucking whoop fucking Ilia, bro. And the way that fight panned out, that pissed me off. But coming to you, Sterling, I mean, do you think, from what Dude Bronx is saying there, Arman, the only way to, because Justin has shown us that taking Ilia to the ground is not the only way to beat Ilia. You can whoop his ass standing up too. You know what I mean? But do you think, from what Dude Bronx was saying there, the best way for Arman to go is definitely grappling the fuck out of Ilia to get a dub there?
Bro, that's probably gonna be his only way to victory. I think Ilia fucks him up on the feet. I don't really like the Spanish fella, not because of anything personal, just because of what he's done to the guys on the way up, and then he got a hold of a fucking real American, and we put that little fucker in his place. But I do think he would sleep Arman, and as much as I don't like Ilia, I hate Arman even more. So I think that'd be his best way to get it done, to be honest with you. If he fights him like he fought Charles, I could see it going his way, but it'd have to be a very boring fight. Ilia's nasty as fuck on the ground too. And I think, and especially after getting broken like that and knowing that like he's not invincible anymore, I think he's gonna come back training like a motherfucker. I think I'd pick Ilia in that over Tsarukyan.
Bray, let me ask you this: in terms of skill for skill, when you look at these two, we know what Ilia's striking skill is all about, and it can knock anybody out at any time. But we also know he's got a fantastic jiu-jitsu, a very, very good ground game. But Ilia got that grappling, that wrestling. which one do you favor to if they went back, band for band? Which one do you favor gets the better of especially how good they both are in their respective skills?
I would go with Ilya in this because I think he's a better, well-rounded fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sarukian would have a harder time taking him down than everybody thinks he does. I mean, there's definitely a chance that Arman gets him down and subs him and it's done, but I think we haven't seen enough of Ilya's ground game for people to see how good he is on the ground. And I think he would give Arman a bigger fight than people think that he would. That being said, Paddy still subs Ilya.
Very true. very, very fucking true.
Yeah, to be honest, at this point, Ilya's grappling is a myth. None of us have really seen it. We just hear that he came from a grappling background.
I mean, I seen him sub Thug Nasty, bro, in a nasty way, dog. Like, he put Thug Nasty away so fast, like.
But he broke him on the feet though. He broke him on the feet though too, Ola. He beat the shit out of Bryce that fight, and Bryce also was very sick going into that fight. He had a shitty camp.
Yeah, I remember them excuses from Bryce, and Bryce saying they weren't excuses, but letting us know they were excuses. But I love Bryce. Don't fucking get this twisted anywhere. I love Thug Nasty, man. But to be able to choke him out like that, because we know Bryce for like all kinds of submissions, and we know he's a jiu-jitsu specialist. He's a jiu-jitsu specialist, so to do that to him in his own
specialist that Ilya beat in the UFC either. He beat Ryan Hall. He essentially retired Ryan Hall, who everybody thought was a wizard on the mat. And if you look at it, like if I ask Britt, if I ask Dog, if I ask each and every person on this panel and in the chat, when you think of Ilya Topuria, what do you think of? You think of knockouts. That's typically how he wins. Yeah. But if you go to his fucking Tapology, he has more career wins by submission than he does by knockout, folks.
I mean, Yao says it's a myth. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what you mean like that. I don't know where you got that one from, Yao.
Like saying a history book is a myth, dog. There's text. It's scientific at this point.
Yeah, but it's easy to be able to sub certain fighters, but once you don't do it at the highest level, it's a different scenario. Although, look, granted, he did it to Thug Nasty, so I guess
that's at the highest level.
What level would you call that, kid?
But Bryce
has low key hands too.
Bryce did kind of quit that fight because he was getting the fuck beat out of him on the feet. He was getting fuck beat out of him.
It was like 6 inches to Bryce, right?
Bryce almost retired. There was that show after the journey. Bryce literally said, after that fight, I don't know if I ever want to fight again. I never forget that because I was watching it, almost teared up, watching my boy get the fuck beat out of him. And then his face in the back, I mean, boys, it was bad. It was like he got hit with machetes. So, granted, though, I'm not trying to take away his jiu-jitsu, but Bryce was broken.
Yeah, man. Fair,
and one more thing to add about Ilya's grappling is he's a specialist in grappling, but he's not a specialist that's tied to one submission. Like if you look at his early professional career subs, triangle choke, RNC, guillotine, mounted guillotine, anaconda, triangle armbar, like he's slick with it on the ground, bro.
Yeah,
I think he would give Arman problems. The only thing that worries me is the only time we've seen Arman lose in grappling, for that matter, is to somebody that's a natural 170 pounder. Right? Colby just beat him, which their weight classes exist for a reason. And that's the only thing that worries me is Arman would be the bigger, stronger, longer guy against somebody like Ilya. That provides problems no matter how good you are on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Ilya he is really like the most almost well-rounded guy in the sport right now. He really is good as fuck at everything.
7 wins by knockout. 8 wins by submission and 2 wins by decision. It doesn't get much more well-rounded than that. Like he can pretty much get it done anywhere it goes. And that Justin Gaethje fight, if anything, it exposed that he is human. You can beat him, but it also exposed that he has fucking heart, bro. A lot of guys would have quit way fucking sooner in that fight.
Oh yeah,
way sooner. Both orbitals gone. Come on, dude.
Already waved it off in the 3rd, and then he was like, "No."
He's like, "No, don't stop it. I have to keep going."
Yeah,
bro.
But then in that fourth round, he sat down.
His
and was
brother
like,
called it
"God
off.
Damn,
His brother called it off. And like that's another thing
was
though.
him.
Like when I went back, like when I was watching it, I was
he did.
pissed. I was like, dude, he quit. What the fuck?
He
And then
quit.
I thought about it, and I'm like, bro, like I have siblings. I don't care if my little sister becomes the most badass MMA star in the world. If she's walking into her corner like that, I'm gonna see the little kid. You know what I mean? And
All
that's what
right.
he sees.
You know what? Hold on.
Tough.
You know what? Now that you mentioned it, let's. You know what? We got something right there for that one, and only we go stick with you right after this video on that segue right there. But I got something right here for you, Olin. Let's go.
It looks like Paddy Pimblett did not actually buy Ilia Toporia's White House corner stool after all. The UFC recently held an auction for both Topuria and Gaethje's corner stools. If you missed it, yesterday Paddy posted a photo to his Instagram of him holding a UFC stool. In the caption he wrote collector's item. On the next slide it shows the stool sold for $13,700. A few hours later this woman came forward and called Paddy out for lying.
I am Jessica. I am actually the one that purchased the Ilia red stool from Freedom 250. FC Collectibles email that it's been shipped. I'm gonna go ahead and open that on the shop app. And this is the shop app. Okay, this is the shop app. You can see the shop app. I cannot forge this, AI this. This is the app of shop where the purchase was made. And this is the purchase. We go ahead and we click to view the receipt. This is the receipt. UFC Freedom 250, Ilia Topuria Gaethje, used event, stool corner. And this is the UFC website showing it as well through Shopify.com or whatever of the purchase without scrolling all the way down and showing you my personal info. It was me, I bought it, not Paddy, not anybody else. Big Ilia fan. And I kind of purchased it on purpose so that Paddy and nobody else could actually buy it and use it against him. But here we are.
And that's going to wrap it up.
And here we are.
That's a real ass fan right there.
That's hey.
That's a person with real ass disposable income right there. That's what that is.
That too.
Also, I was thinking, I was like, yo, who the fuck just has 12 grand to spend on a fucking chair?
Bro, on the stool, not a chair, bro. A stool, dog.
Money to just dispose of. Like, what are they using it as? You think they're using it at the edge of the couch as like a foot prop? Like, what do you do with that?
Bro, Olin, if I had 100K in my bank account right now, I'd still be like, I'm not buying that fucking.
Hell no, dude.
I still wouldn't buy
100K in your bank account by not buying silly shit like that.
Crazy shit like that.
What are we doing here?
That she thought it was.
Yeah, and then for her to be like,
it's so tiny. Like, again, what are you using it as a fucking squatty potty? Like, what are you
like,
using it as?
Like, bro, like,
I bought it so Paddy couldn't use it against him. Like, what the fuck
do you think do you think that appreciates in value? Like, does
not a chance.
No.
But you know what? You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me step it back. Let me put my marketing cap on real quick because
that's why I asked you.
It will appreciate in value. It will grow in value if Ilia goes on a world-class run and becomes one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, and then
because someone will have the stool that turned his career around. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's the only way. If he goes undefeated, a la like Islam Makhachev from this point on, dope. You can sell that thing for probably even more if you find a fan that's a big enough collector.
Bro, I don't even think I would pay $12K to hang out with my favorite fighter for a week.
Fuck no. You just go to the fucking UFC X event next International Fight Week and spend $55 a person.
And then to buy it to be like, I bought it so Paddy couldn't use it against him. Like, what?
All right, that's the next question. Let me ask Britt this. Like, from your perspective, is this a L for Paddy, or does he even give a damn because it's already around the egg's been broken, the toothpaste is out the tube, you know what I mean, so to say. So like, even though she's doing a fucking cleanup job, a very good cleanup job at that, is that L on Paddy, or Paddy already got the win, still dissing Ilia, still finding ways to get at him? What's your take on it?
I think Paddy was just trying to be funny. And
yeah,
I think this lady going on and posting this whole video is 100% not the flex that she thought it was going to be.
No.
It didn't like make anyone be like, oh my God, you bought the stool? Like, wow, you're the coolest lady in the world. Like, no, it's not the flex that you thought. No one gives a fuck that you actually bought it. You're actually stupid for spending that amount of money on it. Paddy was just being funny. It was funnier that Paddy posted it. You should have just left it alone.
Yeah.
What did you get from that posting that video? Nothing.
I was worried that you boys are gonna be like, "What a dub on her part." I was like, "Oh, maybe I'm crazy."
No, that wasn't.
I've been facetiously saying the stolen valor thing all week. Like it feels like stolen valor.
I was about to comment on that. That was hilarious. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. What you saying?
Kennedy out here.
Do you think Paddy got exposed as like what the title is saying, or Paddy don't give a fuck? He already ran the troll already, man. The content was out already, dog. You know what I mean? 4 hours later, that's when she clapped back. But the damage was already done. Cause initially when I saw it, I bought it straight away. Like I don't even care about you know when they always say, "Who gives a fuck about the truth when the lies more entertaining?" That's what I think that was. Right? No one gives a damn about the truth if the lie is way more entertaining. In this case, the lie was so much entertaining. Hey, yo, like, you might not see it like that because you be defending some crazy motherfuckers. Let's hear you, yo. See if you're on the same page.
You, Yao, bro.
So I am on the same page. The lie was better than the truth. It doesn't really matter. Paddy got in a legendary Diddy level. Sorry, not Diddy. 50 on Diddy worth of
Fiddy. You want Fiddy in
Yo.
Hey, kidding. Hey, oh Diddy, baby oil, bro. But I think it's pretty cool that Paddy did it, and it shows that he is really trying to get that next title fight. He's still trying to get that fight with Ilya because he understands the value of beef in this industry. If you have someone who's done what Ilya's done, he's definitely going to come back and do something. Like you guys said, that stool, whoever owns it, will be worth something one day if Ilya does go on a run. And Paddy's making sure that he's tied into that legendary rivalry that they've already started one way or the other, whether or not he's at the top or Ilya's at the top. You build the beef enough, we're all going to come see it and they get paid. So for me, it's MMA, all fun and games. Let's go. Happy.
I love it, man. Yeah, man. I feel like that was a W for Paddy still, you know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. I feel like that was a W for Paddy. But staying with you, Yao, I'm going to play this video right here. And we're going to hear some of the things that was said about your boy. You know, somebody's Bama as well. But let's hear it. Let's hear it, Yao.
Ian Gary is preparing to challenge Islam Makhachev for the welterweight title at UFC 330 next month. On the High Performance podcast, Ian revealed that when he was younger, his mother told him to not become the next Conor McGregor and to go to college.
My mom was only doing what she believed to be correct as a mother. And I cannot fault her for doing what she did. Which was? Telling me that being the next Conor McGregor is not a plan. Wrote down on words on a piece of paper.
It was like a letter to you.
I wanted to follow. I was in college. I only went to college to please my mom. She said, Ian, please go to college. Like, your sister didn't go. I don't know if your brother's gonna go. I was the middle child. Can you please go? Because I want you to go to college. You need to get a degree to succeed in this world. You need to go to college, then get a good job, and it sets you up for the typical nonsense we hear about this world today. Right? It's complete, like, rubbish, in my opinion. It's bollocks. It really is. I believe as kids now, take as many of them out of school as physically possible, and they will be better humans.
Hey, yo, and you got kids as well. They say his mom told him, don't be like Conor. We know how much you love Conor. Well, his mama told him, do not be like Conor. And I think he's followed her instructions to a T. The way he's, navigated his career. But what say you in terms of the clip that you heard there and him saying, take them kids out of school. Don't give them no education.
Look, I'm a big Ian Gary fan.
Yeah, we know this.
Two things on what he just said. If we look at the proof of the pudding, if it's in the tasting, then we've tasted Conor McGregor success.
Oh.
We're tasting Ian Gary.
Pause. You may have tasted Connor. We have not done that. We have not done that.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, man. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? He's like, we have tasted.
They said, speak for yourself, yo.
As Dustin Poirier said on the Helwani show, who the fuck is we?
You know what I mean? They ain't no we around here, but I told Cross same thing the other day. That ain't gonna be no we. You know what I mean? Yeah, but speak for yourself. Yeah, please continue.
Yeah.
So,
I guess continue.
I think this is the success that Connor's had. Connor also sort of basically dropped out and went his way. Ian Gary's had that as well. Technically, you could say she's wrong. She was wrong, and he was right. Here you go. If you're determined, whatever you want is going to happen, and you'll get it because look at him now. But let's just say all people are different. What I would take from that as a parent is leverage off the strengths of your children, whatever it is that they're strong at, leverage it and move in that direction. His mom didn't want to leverage his strengths. He leveraged it himself. So maybe he would have gotten there quicker if she had. So I wouldn't say take them out. I'll definitely say leverage it. If they're smart, leverage it. Put them in the Olympiad. Put them in all those programs that'll get them to that academic level, sure. But if they have interest in doing things like sports, fighting, going out there and getting their fingers smashed like Olin, great. Why not? Let's get there.
I heard the same story from Peace, excommunicado. Like he had the same story. All his parents wanted him to be a doctor and a lawyer and all this other shit, and he just wanted to whoop people's ass. Like it's like I tried it, but
ironic, though, like him trying to do his best Conor McGregor impression throughout every presser, like to the point of stealing his quotes word for word.
I was thinking that same
like
shit.
I'm just gonna pull up the comment I already posted. Like the whole Conor McGregor act is basically just a thing to disobey his mom.
But
I mean, what the cuck are we doing here, brother?
I saw what you did there.
About Ian Gary trying to be like Connor. You have all these fucking keyboard warriors that are like, he's not acting like Connor. That's just how they are in Ireland. And I'm like, dude, he's literally trying to be Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
That's just how they are in Ireland, bro. Pubs were posting things saying, "Max Holloway, you're our only hope. Knock him out." In Ireland, they don't even like Connor there.
He literally is trying to be Connor. The fact that his mom had to say, "Don't be Conor McGregor," proves that he's trying to be like Conor McGregor.
Hey.
Rumor has it when his mom told him, "Son, do not be like Conor McGregor. You can't do that. You need to be a doctor, son." Rumor has it he looked her dead in the eye and said, "You'll do fucking nothing if I end up like Connor. You'll do fucking nothing. I can make you rich."
And with this breed, I think we got pattern. His mom wanted him to go fucking school. He ain't go school. She said, "Don't be like Connor." He trying to be like Connor. We got pattern. And you know where there's pattern, there's a little something there.
Brittany,
yeah,
just
you were saying,
yeah? Warrior, because I am one of those people who sit here and say that's how they are in Ireland. I am one of those people.
Goddamn you, Yao.
Oh shit! Yeah, you know what I mean. This is Yao for you, man. This is Yao for you. All right, I got one right here for you, Olin. And then we'll go come to Brittany and Sterling on this one. Right, let's go.
Following his loss to Bilal Muhammad at RAF 11 over the weekend, Ben Askren appeared on the Ariel Helwani show and explained why he's still not the biggest fan of Colby Covington. Colby also competed at RAF 11, defeating Arman Sarukian. According to Askren, he didn't like the comments Colby made about Bilal Muhammad's wife leading up to the event.
I want to address someone in the room. They were saying a lot of mean things about me.
Colby Coward Covington.
You know, I'm going to take the high road, Bilal, and I'm going to congratulate you. I heard you just became a father, so, you know, congratulations. Can we give a round of applause for Bilal? He just became a father. So amazing. What a great step to go on the journey. But I just got one question to ask you, Bilal. Who the let you hit? Bro, you're one of the ugliest I've seen in my life. That girl must look like a gargoyle.
All right, guys, let's get the questions started. All right, go ahead, Shane. Kick us off.
What do you think of Colby Bilal? That's interesting. You know, Bilal doesn't have a huge wrestling background. He's very strong and good hips, and I'd like to coach him up a little bit. I'd like to help him. You know, we trained together at Rufus for a little bit, but that was kind of just like when I was a little bit like, I had a family and I would just go home and hang out with my kids versus, you know, go coach at fights and stuff like that. So we never got super close. We have a bunch of mutual friends, but yeah, I would absolutely help him out on that one.
Colby said right before you came on that he feels like there's still friction between you guys. Is that accurate?
You know, I try not to hold grudges. I've never sat down, had a one-on-one, face-to-face. Colby just rubs me the wrong way because he just doesn't say good things about people. If you watch what he said at the press conference on Friday about Bilal, and then specifically Bilal's wife, it was gross. It was just terrible human being stuff. And it's like, yes, we're in show business, and I get the trash talker thing, but pick on Bilal then. Don't bring his wife into it. His wife, it's not like his wife was yelling and asking to be brought into it. She certainly wasn't. So I just think a lot of things he does are kind of gross, and whatever, he can choose to do that.
I have much to say.
Yeah, man. First of all, shout out to Ben Askren. It's great to see him in good health, enjoying the mat again, from where he was. We spoke about this recently on the stream, and just seeing him, being himself and feeling alive again is fucking great to see. So I'm just gonna start with that. But in terms of what we're saying about Colby here, I mean, Olin, how far is too far when it comes to trash talk and the kind of things that Colby was saying there, and how far he was taking it, bringing Bilal's wife, the mother of his kids, into it like that. What you saying? What are you saying about this?
I think there's a very clear line when it comes to trash talk, and that line starts at family, right? Like, you don't bring my kids into it, you don't bring my wife into it. If you do, God help you, because after I beat you in competition, we're fighting for real outside of competition. Like, wife, kids, all that stuff is off limits. I think Colby has always been a piece of trash when it comes to trash talk. He was talking about Leon Edwards' dead father at the last press conference he had in the UFC. And there's a reason he's not doing press conferences in the UFC anymore, right? There's a reason he's starving for fights in the UFC recently. Like, the guy is just not a good person. And like you said at the beginning, I think the focal point should be Ben Askren. The guy went out there after getting a lung transplant, and at the halfway mark of the fight, I believe, somebody keep me honest here if I'm wrong here, I think he was up 6-0 going into the halfway mark of that fight. So great on Ben. I'd love to see him train up Bilal. I'm actually a Bilal fan to an extent. Like, I think he's not the funnest, most entertaining fighter in the world, but he's very skilled and he's got a good heart. He's
effective. He's effective as well.
Yeah, like, it's mixed martial arts. It's not called mixed Muay Thai, right? There are grappling exchanges. There are clinch work. There is grappling. So everything he does is what we call mixing the martial arts. If you don't like it, I'm sorry to tell you, there's one championship. They do great Muay Thai fights. Would highly recommend watching those if you just want to see striking exchanges. But yeah, I would love to see that fight. I think that'd be a really fun one. And size-wise, I think they match up a lot fucking better than Arman and Colby did. Arman, like I said, their weight classes for a reason. He's a natural 155er.
Yeah, man. Britt, do you think, do you agree with Olin or, disagree? Do you think there is room in the sport for this kind of trash talk? And trash talk shouldn't really have a line. You say some shit, your mouth should be able to catch that check when when you get locked in with whoever it is that you having that trash talk with. Or
I am so glad that this was brought up today, because I am about to go on a full S Dogs rant right now.
Okay, let me see if I can get you on full screen. Go on.
No, don't put me on full screen, because then I'll freeze. Don't do that.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I fucking hate Colby Covington. I think his trash talk is absolute fucking trash. I think he's a trash human being. I don't know why they even allow him at press conferences. I don't know why they allow him to speak. The only funny thing that happened when he was saying that about Bilal was Arman trying to hold it together, because goddamn, that was fucking funny. He was trying so fucking hard. But not only that, he started talking shit about Dustin also, which you talk shit about Dustin, we're fighting regardless. But why are we not talking about the fact that Colby Covington said the N-word at the press conference? Why are we not fucking talking about that?
Come on. I'm so happy you brought that up because I haven't seen it anywhere.
I ain't seen it. I actually haven't seen
You
it.
didn't see it? That's the problem. That's the problem. Dustin says it. Mind you, everyone in Louisiana says that shit, and not in that context.
I actually haven't seen it anywhere.
Bro.
So he
oh shit! What?
Dude, he used Dustin and repeating Dustin as a scapegoat to say it in context.
Yeah. I'll
send you the clip, bro. It was dirty.
What Dustin said. Dustin got the pass. Dustin has had the pass. He has it. I don't give a fuck. Colby Covington does not have that fucking pass. And I don't care if you're just saying what Dustin said. You can't fucking say that. And the fact that no one said anything about it is fucking crazy to me.
That's mad.
Then he goes on to say that Dustin got handed everything to him by his dad. Sir, have you not seen anything about Dustin's dad and about how he is a raging fucking alcoholic, has not been there for Dustin at all? Dustin's trying to help him get off the street, offered to buy him a fucking house, but you're still talking shit. You have not, you can't even back your shit up that you say. And I agree with Olin too. Keep the wife and kids out of it. Keep the family out of it. Keep the moms, the dads, whatever. You should not be talking about each other's family. There's a way to trash talk, and that ain't it. But shout out to Ben Askren. I was very happy for him. I got like not teary-eyed, but like it made me like really happy just to see him out there again. That was really cool. I'm glad he got to do that at least one more time. But fuck Colby Covington. I fucking hate him, and somebody needs to punch him in the mouth.
Sterling.
That was my S-Dogs rant.
Remember when Usman broke his fucking jaw? Crowd fucking crazy was that, bro. Usman remember when Usman shattered his shit? Yeah, bro, you pretty much just summed it up right there. There's really nothing left. That's pretty much, yeah, bro. We pretty much all know what it is. I never really get riled up from the guy anymore just because I know it's all fake. Yeah. I mean, like, it's just like
I don't know if he's all. I don't know if he's all fake, bro. I really don't, because everybody says, everybody that's lived with him, that's been around him, Masvidal, all these guys, they all say he's just a bad human being. They all say, like, if you're saying, he's all fake, how comes he ran the same gimmick and spoke about fucking
Masvidal? A training camp because he got kicked out of his own fucking gym.
Bro, he ran the same gimmick on fucking Masvidal, talking about Masvidal's fucking ex-missus and alimony and shit, and Masvidal had to fuck him up. After he beat him up in the fucking cage, had to fuck him up on the fucking street to the point where he ended up snitching on Masvidal, got him arrested and fucking sued him and all this other shit.
No, I'm just saying, I just mean like he's more of like a fake person. Like that's why I never really, like, I expect this shit from him now. Like at first, like when he was fighting, like when he did it against Damian Maia, Robbie Lawler, the first couple Usman fights, Masvidal, Edwards, it was kind of like the Edwards shit was crazy. When he brought up Western Mass, Masvidal also did fucking punch him in the mouth. And the Leon Edwards thing, after that, bro, I was like, all right, bro, this dude just talks. I don't know how he doesn't get beat up in public, to be honest. It's kind of fucking mind-blowing.
To bring up the guy's dead father is crazy. That's crazy, dog.
Like we wouldn't have made it to the octagon. That's facts.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dog.
Crazy.
I know what hotel he's staying at. I'm finding his room. It's bad. It's gonna be bad.
You know, like Chael Sonnen for some reason really likes him. I know they came from the same part, but like I couldn't associate with a dude like that, bro. Even if it's just for money, it's your soul. You sold your soul, bro. It's crazy.
S-Dogs, let me ask, do you think maybe Chael just fucks with them for the clicks?
I never know.
No, they're Oregon boys, isn't they? I think Chael really likes him. They're Oregon boys, man. You know what I mean? They're just from Oregon.
Chael lose respect in my book.
Yeah, I don't know. It is weird though. Like Chael does fuck with them very heavy.
That's so weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
I mean, I don't want to leave you out of this conversation. You got anything on Kobe? You got anything on this conversation here, or you good and we can move to the next clip?
Very specifically, I hear and somewhat agree Colby's gross. But like Sterling said, we know he's going to do it because that's part of his gimmick. We've seen it, and we saw it very specifically after the second Usman fight where he said, I was just trying to make us some money, bro, in the octagon after the fight was over. So we know Colby's game. However, when it comes to the trash talk, yes, I hear you about the line, but if you look at it, it's gotten Josh Hockett onto the White House card and into the number 5 spot of the heavyweight rankings of the UFC. So, and he literally said, I'm going to shama on your mama. That is sort of talking about family. The point I'm making is, yes, but if we're all saying that we should, well, fighters should kind of be more like Josh Hockett to get there, to get the attention that we're talking about, then technically we're theoretically condoning the nonsense from Colby because that is sort of what gets you there. So I'm not condoning what it's trash, it's nonsense, it's all crap. But the fact that it gets fighters somewhere, is there something wrong with it from their career standpoint? I mean, if you look at Strickland, he did the same thing. He got the attention. He's a current world champion. That's how he got the attention to get the fights to get him there as well.
But yeah, he didn't talk shit about people. He's just a psycho.
That's also fair.
You know what I mean? But I do get you, though. He did talk shit, but he only started it when Izzy came at him. He never really talked shit about guys. Then Izzy started talking about shit about him, and then that's when he went on that rant about Izzy being a dog fucker and, like, wearing nails. And,
guys, let me tell you the thing about Izzy, okay, guys?
Yeah. And then honestly, from that moment on, he kind of, like, was just
Here's the thing about dogs, Sterling.
Get it. Yeah, it is weird though. Yeah, that is a good point though. It is wild though that we're talking shit about all these guys who fake talk shit, but they are in good positions in the fight world. It is kind of crazy.
I mean,
Sterling,
with all due respect, Colby, he's right now irrelevant, but here we are talking about
him instead of talking about Ben Askren, who just came back off a lung transplant, or the guy in the main event that beat Ben Askren in Bilal Muhammad.
He'll never fight in the UFC ever again. And we're still like, how about Colby, huh?
How about Colby? What a weird guy. And Yao, to your point, Yao, you were talking about Josh Hockett and how it's done well for him, right? Playing that role. He literally posted, I guess being pretty isn't as cool as being a word that we can't say in 2026. And the post that was associated with it was a screenshot of his Instagram following versus the current light heavyweight champion who used to be a male stripper and is probably the most handsome fighter on the roster. I think there's a lot of truth to what the guy's saying, bro. Being weird, being cringe, it gets you followers.
Yeah,
like Floyd Money Mayweather made a career off of being hate watched.
Yep.
He really
Josh knows what the fuck he's doing, bro.
I mean, but what kind of career is Colby making though? Colby's really
not Josh. Colby couldn't like Colby's trying to do something where we believe it and it's not as cringe. But because he's so bad at the delivery, it's somehow more cringe than what Josh Hockett does, even though we know Josh is doing a bit.
And Colby fights fucking. He's never knocked anyone out.
No, I really had it.
He got his jaw broken in.
I really had a clip about. Yeah, sorry. I really had a clip about Dana fucking going off on Hockett about what he said about fucking.
Michelle Obama?
About Michelle Obama. Yeah, he was going mad. He was going mad. And this is the same Dana that says we don't fucking muzzle anybody in the UFC. You can say what the fuck you want. And then, I don't know where Dana stands on that one no more. But
we move on. 3 people I know that don't watch UFC hit me up when he said that during the White House card and say, do you fuck with this guy? Like, do you like this guy, Josh Hockett? And I instantly I responded the same thing to all 3 folks. I was like, do I like him? No. Will I tune in every time he fights? Fuck yeah. He's exciting. He's lightning in a bottle, bro.
Even beat Derek Lewis, I still watching this next fight.
No, his delivery is fucking crazy though. I gotta give him that, man. You know what I mean? His delivery is fucking off the chain. Yao, I got a video here for you, man. This one is about your boy DDP, and let's see if you're happy about some of the proposition that was going on here before we get to the next video. Let's hear it.
Nasruddin Imavov reveals that he wanted to fight Dricus du Plessis, but the UFC told him his next fight will be for the title.
I'm guessing you're preparing for something. Is it the belt? Is it Sean Strickland that you're preparing for?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, next fight is a belt. Before the fight, Strickland vs Khamzat, I wanted to fight Dricus.
Yeah.
To stay to stay, comment on dit, d'être patient, pour rester actif, to stay active, yeah, exactly, to stay active. And UFC told me I could fight only belt.
Really? That's what they said you can't.
Belt.
They said no DDP.
After this fight, Khamzat versus Strickland.
Yeah.
100%. I fight
for the belt. So you're going for the belt next?
Exactly.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
But
now I stay. I'm passion guy. Patience is key. Exactly.
You don't like Sean Strickland? You don't like him?
No, I do not like him. It's not like he's not good person. He's I don't know. He talks every day.
Was it what he said about to Khamzat that made you upset? Because he said a lot of stuff about Khamzat and you guys are friends.
On a déjà eu un fight auparavant. Il m'a insulté à plusieurs reprises, même pendant la fight week de Khamzat, il m'a insulté de terroriste. C'est tellement de conneries que c'est dur de pas vouloir lui arracher sa tête.
Is this fight personal between you and Sean Strickland?
It's very personal.
Very personal?
Ça c'est l'un des, je crois que c'est le seul combattant qui c'est vraiment personnel.
Okay, we're going to come to you as well, Sterling, because this involves your boy, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just talking about Kobe, and you just heard him over there talking about how Sean Strickland talks so much shit about everybody. And Strickland's been kind of on that kind of, taking trash talk to a little bit too far as well. You know what I mean? He'd be stepping on the line, maybe even crossing the line sometimes. But in terms of this fight, and this guy wanted to fight DDP, number one, how do you feel that fight would have gone? And do you think DDP got the styles to the style to match what Imavov will be bringing to the table?
Let me start with the trash talk, because we just talked about the trash talk from Kobe and Hockett. Strickland, I started off, I wouldn't call myself a hater, but I'm sure you remember me consistently saying, let's come and we can spar.
Mm-hmm.
But recently,
I do remember that.
Yeah, but now I'll still spar with him instead. But I'm a fan. I've become a fan slowly but surely, especially when he crashed the White House card. Because how can you dare tell me that you're not going to invite your only U.S. champion to the White House card? Like all these small little things. He talks a lot of trash, but similar to Colby, he's not as cringe as Colby, but we know his is also a little bit of an act. He is a psychopath, but some of the trash talk is just an act. Now, just very quickly going back before I answer who would win that fight, going back to the Dustin Poirier. I'm not sure if you guys saw, but Sean Strickland had his own little bit in there. He went and wore a shirt. He went to the gym with a shirt that said, "It's gonna be bad, my nigga." And I was like, "Oh, fucking Sean Strickland!" And then anyway, the point is, Sean Strickland has learned what to do to keep himself safe from anyone really caring. I mean, no one's even talking about the stuff I just said. He even went on a whole rant how he's like, "No, listen, with a bunch of people, I'm a nigga because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is Sean Strickland I'm talking about."
Yeah.
But we're not talking about that. So
I
like how he's sort of owned who he is without being too offensive, and he's just sort of making his own individual points as a psychopath, as Sterling said. Now, to the second question, who would win the fight between Imavov and DDP? DDP, bro, easy. Why? Same thing that DDP did against Usman would happen with Imavov, right? But the difference is, I think DDP's striking would just have a little bit more crispness to it. And Imavov would think that the takedowns and the grappling would be what would win it. But then every time they get up, DDP would catch him. And unlike with the stoppage, there wasn't a stoppage with Usman, DDP would knock him out. So I see.
You still salty about that shit? Like, come, bro. Come on.
He didn't perform. Ricky can say that was not a performance worthy of a title.
You do know. Hold on, y'all. Take a breath. You do know that Usman did admit in his, because we didn't listen to it live. I had it on mute and eventually went back and listened to it. He did admit to it that he felt it was a finger, but it was one of them knuckles that feels like a finger went into your eye. So he did admit it. He wasn't trying to cheat. It's just what it felt like in the moment, right? And for you to say how you said in the chat that my man was trying to cheat, it's fucking crazy, dog. You know what I mean?
Trying to cheat, but he was complaining and crying foul every time he got rocked. He did it 6 times that I counted when I rewatched the fight.
I think Dragons is a dirty fighter. 3 eyes.
Yeah, he was giving Cyril Gun fucking vibes.
Sterling, I know you're a Muay Thai guy too, right? Like, have you ever sparred with somebody who doesn't turn their hooks over like this and they actually come at you this way, just wings hooks in sideways?
I tell you what, I have gotten poked in the eye in sparring, and it is one of the worst pains of all time.
No, but I'm not saying getting poked in the eye. I'm saying geting knuckled. Like, because I've sparred with guys who throw wild hooks like that, and that's how Drickus throws.
Bro, knuckle in the eyeball is fuckeries, bro. Like,
some people that throw like that on purpose, bro. Like, I don't know if you want some homework, and Sterling, you don't have to go back and rewatch these. I know you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Nick Diaz, back in the day, like even pre-UFC, he'd always come in and he'd throw straight whenever he's coming to the head. He would turn his hooks in whenever he's coming to the head. But once he'd get someone backed up against the cage, he would open his hands up and paw at you a little bit when he's going to the body. He would do that on purpose because now he's hitting you with 4 spiky little knuckles and your low ribs that are already easy to fucking break. That's why he'd make people quit. Like, it's a technique.
You know, that's Nicholas. When Nicholas would put you up against that cage, he would hold your hands up against your head and then fucking
unload.
Ribs. Boom. But yeah, he would hit motherfuckers with that shit.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
He pieced with the knuckles on purpose.
That shit hurts just talking about it, bro. You know what I mean?
It's the fucking worst, bro. It's like finding a workaround. Like, oh, this part of my hand has no padding. Guess who's eating fucking bone to bone?
No, fuck that. Hey, Sterling, let me stick with you for a minute. Yeah, we're talking about Imavov and Strickland now, right? How does that fight look for you? Because Imavov already made I've had a few pushbacks on it in the build up to the Usman and DDP fight. Like Imavov had his chance when Chimaev was there and he didn't really, you know what I mean, go after it. I pushed back a little bit, but from seeing this video, it looks like the higher ups and the matchmakers are already granted him the fight, and it looks like it's going to be fighting Sean Strickland. So where's your head at now that we now know for sure? Well, not for sure because it's not been announced officially, but it's looking that way, because he's #1 contender. Where's your head at now in terms of that fight? How it looks like, and we know you're gonna back your boy, but what does that fight look like for you,
bro? So Brittany was just showing me Imavov's record right there when we were talking about him. Homeboy's won his last 5 against Delitse, Brendan Allen, Kyle Bahayo, Izzy. I can't remember who the other Cannoneer. Like, he's beat some motherfuckers. But his last loss was in 2022, 2023 to the fucking champ, Sean Strickland. And not only was it a loss, boys, a common theme, Sean broke his bitch ass. I mean, Sean folded that motherfucker. I'll never forget, at the Apex, first part of the year of 2022, 2023, Sean broke his bitch ass. And I remember this because a little Scottish fuck named Mick Dane was telling me Imavov was about to slime my boy out. And I was like, you're fucking crazy. And at the face-offs, Imavov told Strickland, you look terrified. Terrified of what, Bubba? You look terrified in that second round when you were gasping for air, getting pieced up by jabs, Bubba. And everyone talks about Strickland's teeps and jabs. Look at these boys' faces when they're done fighting them. They're fucking shattered. So I think it goes the same way. Strickland's only gotten in better shape. Fuck Imavov. I think he gets fucking done up in 3. And then we can move past him, get him out of the division, and then we can move on to better fights. But it is kind of like the Justin Gaethje thing. You kind of have to fight Arman if you're going to keep doing the damn thing. He is the next guy. Or for Volk, Mosvar Evloev's been getting fucked for like 5 years. So, like, at some point, you do have to give these guys, and it sucks, you do have to give these boring-ass guys title fights. Like, Bilal didn't get a title fight for years. It's like you don't want to give them one, but you eventually – you kind of have to, and you really hope they don't fuck shit up. And then we end up like Ankalaev at light heavyweight champ. And then we're like, well, this sucks. So I hope Strickland does the same thing. But I don't. Do you have any thoughts? I think Strickland breaks him.
I got different something for Britt. Yeah, go on, yeah. Go on.
Matt, therefore DDP definitely beats Imavov if Strickland beat Imavov and DDP beat Strickland. Go for it, Britt. MMA Max.
DDP's a dirty cheat.
What I wanted to ask you, Britt, is this. Do you think, because Imavov said this is personal for him, do you think that's a wrong attitude to be taken into this fight against somebody like a Sean Strickland that weaponizes people making the fight personal against him? Speak on it, Britt.
I think it's always wrong to go into a fight and make it personal, because I feel like when you have too many feelings in a fight, it fucks you up sometimes. Sometimes it works for you, but most of the time it doesn't.
Yeah.
You can do your trash talk before, you can sell the fight because that's what you're supposed to do, just like fucking Sean and Hamzat. They literally apologized to each other after, which is kind of like, what the fuck was the point of that? But at the same time, they sold that fight. So, but making it personal, it doesn't usually favor you to go in there with like personal feelings, because then you get like too into it and then you fuck up, you get caught, you lose,
and you gas out.
I think that was Hamzat's issue. Have we ever seen him not be able to stand still or control himself pre-fight like that?
And he gassed out.
We've never seen either of those things happen. I think I think those two things are collected.
I'll be honest.
Why is Imavov taking this on personal? I couldn't figure out why it's personal. Sorry, Sterling.
I think it's just because he doesn't like Sean's trash talk. I don't think it.
And he said a lot of offensive things. He said a lot of offensive things to Chimaev as well during the build up to their fight.
That is true. They are boys.
Which is another. I'm like Sterling said, like, you don't really want to see this fight, but he's the only one that can kind of do it. But at the same time, it's like, well, why the fuck is he getting a title shot when he literally said, "I'm not gonna fight Hamzat. We're friends."
Damn, that's what I was gonna bring up.
I hate that shit. I don't.
That's been my pushback.
This is literally your job.
Don't do the Marab.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Aljo and Marab, you guys could have went out and fought.
Marab could have been champion for like 3 extra years if he would have just taken the fight against his boy.
I mean, look, I ain't gonna be a hypocrite and sit here and say Usman and Izzy could have done it as well, man. The fight was there when the opportunity. Ali Abdulaziz still says it to this day. He said, my biggest regret from managing you is you and Izzy not getting to fucking take that money that you lot left on the table, but you know what I mean?
You are fighting for money. It doesn't matter if he is your friend. You go out and do your job.
You don't want to fight your friends? Don't compete in the same weight classes as your friends.
Gilbert Burns, Vicente Luque, them.
I was gonna say Usman. I was gonna say
Gilbert Burns and Usman. Yeah, they were best friends. They trained together for like 7 years.
Bro, they were best friends. And then Gilbert told Usman, "I'm sorry, I'm taking the fight." And Usman was like, "You'd be crazy not to."
You'd be crazy not to.
No hard feelings. No hard feelings. And then Usman broke him.
Dude, if Tommy McMillan and Sean O'Malley were in the same fucking weight class, you don't think in a year, 2 years, when Tommy works his way up, that he'd fight his friend? Fuck yeah, he would.
Thomas Pinot said he'd never fight Delija.
Fuck Delija. Real quick.
Brother, I mean, he'd kill Delija, but yeah, that's weird.
What do y'all think about O'Malley Bautista? They kind of got the same thing going on too, where they're boys, and Tim Welch even said, we'd fight Mario, and then Mario said, I don't think I'd fight Sean. So they're kind of like...
Bautista said recently that he wouldn't want to fight him, but he would sign the paper.
Yeah, Bautista's down. O'Malley said he doesn't want to fight him at all. O'Malley was like...
See, that's weak to me, bro.
It's weak.
You know what that screams? You know what that screams, Sterling? If one side is saying yes and the other side saying no, what happens in the gym, big dog?
You know he's good as fuck.
What happens in the gym, brother?
And Mario's not scared of you. Mario Spartan, like all these other guys.
That means I'm ragdolling you, big dog.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's get to
you have to say the opposite situation real quick, where Terrence McKinney, King Green, they're boys. They train together, and I'm assuming King Green, being one of the old dogs, unlike all these new dogs that have fucking egos bigger than their brains, he probably was going 25-30% in sparring, while Terrence McKinney was going 50% and thinking, I could fuck this old man up.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
and then he's like, old man can still dance, brother.
Bro, MVP didn't want to fight Sam Patterson for the same reason. Like, you know what I mean? he didn't want to fight Sam Patterson. That fight was boring as hell. And he said, hey, listen, this is why I didn't want to fight this guy. You know, he knows my moves. I know all his moves. They nullified each other out. Yeah,
That fight made zero fucking sense.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And they did it for probably $50K. You tell me a belt, bro?
Yeah, man. That's wild. I got one last video here, and this one here. Yeah, this one here is very inclusive, and hopefully we hear different names through this one. But I'm gonna get everybody's takes on this one, man. Let's hear this video right here.
Charles Oliveira says he'd choose Islam Makhachev, Dustin Poirier, and Ilia Topuria to have by his side in a street fight.
To be perfectly honest with you, at first I wouldn't call anyone at all, because that is simply the sort of person I tend to be. That's just how I am. If someone tries to provoke me into a fight, I usually just don't go for it.
Is this a game? Is she famous already? And all the fighters are asked, here are 3 fighters, specifically UFC. This is an interesting question because I wonder who Charles will take with him.
Islam Makhachev, who? Islam Makhachev. The fighters are Islam Makhachev, Dustin Poirier, and also Ilia Topuria.
Ilia Topuria?
Yeah. Every time we see each other, they treat me very well. These are 3 guys whom I respect a lot as fighters. And not just for what they do in the cage, but also for who they are outside of it. And
who is the best among these 3?
Out of these 3, Islam Makhachev.
Islam Makhachev?
Yeah. We're gonna go around the table. I'll go last. So Sterling, then Britt. Let's hear the 3 all-time fighters, past or present, that you will take with you by your side in a street fight.
All right, I got 3.
Let's go.
I'm going, and they're in their prime.
You can join in chat.
And they're in their prime, right? These aren't like now.
Past or present. Past or present. You can combine them.
Okay, I'm going Chuck Liddell, Mirko Krokop, Francis Ngannou.
Woo! Okay, I like that.
I got the head of an anti-terrorist agency right behind me, and his head kick will kill you. I got Ngannou. He's built like a house. He hits like a fucking train. And then I got the Iceman. You're looking at him and you're knowing off rip. You hope he doesn't fuck you up. So I'm chilling.
What you saying, Britt? What you got, Britt?
All right, if we're talking a street fight, I'm gonna go with the guys that have actually been in street fights. I'm gonna go Dustin Poirier.
That's a good one.
Bobby Green and Jorge Masvidal.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah, but that's cold. That one is that's
a good
cold.
one. I like that one.
That's real cold. Hey, what you say, Olin? What you got?
I'm going to follow Britt's lead on this one. I'm taking people that I think could actually fight in the street and not just stick to what you can do professionally in the cage.
Wait, hang on, real quick. Are y'all trying to say Chuck Liddell's not a fucking street fighter?
I mean, Chuck Liddell's a good one.
He knocked out 8 Navy SEALs at a bar one time.
He did. He did.
Are we fucking trying to act like Chuck Liddell's not a fucking?
No one did. Sterling, it's okay, but no one's shitting on your picks, bro.
No. Fuck Ngannou and Krokop. I was heard about Chuck Liddell. I was like, are they shitting on Liddell right now?
No.
Okay. All right,
We've heard the stories at the bars and all the other ones that they animated on that UFC show.
All right, go ahead. You said DP.
So Dustin Poirier is A1. Like he's the guy. You know he's been battle tested, and he'll get down and gritty with it. Islam Makhachev, because he's nasty as fuck, and genuinely, if a fight goes to the ground, that's the guy that I want on my side. Fucking God help me. And then last but certainly not least, probably the biggest prize pick, if I could say so. I'm not even a fan of this guy. Everybody on this panel right now knows I hate this dude when it comes to outside of fighting. Johnny Bones Jones, the most malicious man to ever compete in mixed martial arts. Inside the cage, he finds ways to cheat. He's poking you in the eye.
I hate the fact that I've gone last now.
Out of your socket. Brother, he'd fucking murder someone in a street fight. If the cameras aren't on, I don't want to know what he's going to do to my enemies.
Yeah, that's also a fair point right there, too.
Hey, yo.
No body cam Jones? That's a bad man.
Hey, we thought what Izzy did to Paulo Costa was bad. Imagine.
Brother.
Hey, yo, what you saying, dog? What you saying, yo? What you saying? Who you got?
Look, my list isn't too far. Well, actually, it's pretty far. But I will start with where it normally ended. Johnny Bones Jones, #1, light heavyweight GOAT, undefeated. Man is badass. We saw him fighting DC at a press conference. We saw him like banging his head into the cop car. Hey, who? Rain. Okay, so my second one was Kimbo Slice. Thank you for that, Rain.
Really?
Slice. If you're talking about street fight, they call him Kimbo Slice for a reason.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, when you talk about street fight, yep.
#1, Fedor Emelianenko. Fedor in a street fight, I just don't see how it doesn't. This man wasn't even fighting in a cage. He was fighting in cages, in rings, in all kinds. Fedor, #1 pick for my fighter if it's a street fight.
Yeah, man. Boy, you love threw me in a quandrum, man. You know what I mean? But I have to go first with Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou, for the reasons that some of you guys have put together. Francis Ngannou is my #1 there. My #2, I gotta go with Nick Diaz. I got him right here. Like this brother, like he's just all about it. He's like he will choke you and drop your face in the fucking concrete, bro. I go about his day, smoke the next joint and go about his day. You know what I mean?
Fuck these pussies up and then we'll go home and smoke a fucking joint.
Nate's just about that action, right? And the third one, you got. I can't leave Khabib out of this, bro. Prime Khabib, dog.
Yeah.
Yo, like I've heard Khabib tell motherfuckers like Tony Ferguson and all these other guys, you guys ain't no street fighters. You guys ain't no gangsters. You guys ain't street fight before. I've heard him say this thing to these guys. You know what I mean? Like Khabib is about the action as well, and he demands respect on the street. You know, when you walk with somebody that got that aura, you know what I mean? Like Khabib's presence, he demands respect on the streets, man. Like if you end up in a street fight, Nick Diaz, Khabib, Francis Ngannou, fuck yeah, you know what I mean? Those are my soldiers right there, man.
Honorably mentioned, Michael Perry. Give me some platinum Michael Perry, and I'm also walking down the street safe. Give me Michael Perry with some shots too. Michael Perry after a couple shots. Oh, I'm feeling very
you got honorable mention as well, Olin. You got one. You got one, Brit. A quick one.
Oh man, I'll let Brit go first.
I think my honorable mention would be Nate. But
Nate, different. Not anyone that haven't said.
Kevin Holland.
Yeah, Kevin Holland.
You know what?
That's
not a bad one, man. That's not a bad one.
I was about damn it, dude.
Asshole. How many honorary mentions do you want, Sterling? How many do you want? Like, leave some on the board for Olin, man. Go on, Olin.
What an ass! I was seriously gonna say
in my brain, I was thinking the scariest guy. I was thinking Vanderlei Silva.
All right. Just for sheer scary factor, I don't know that he's been in street fights, but I know if I was about to fight someone and this motherfucker walked up behind them, I'd be like, "Sir, I apologize for whatever I said to offend you. I'm gonna buy you a drink and leave the bar now." I'm gonna say Anthony Rumble Johnson. That was a big, scary motherfucker.
Yeah, I got honorable mention, but let me hear y'all's real quick. I got honorable mention as well. But what you got, y'all?
I don't really have an honorable mention, to be honest with you.
All right, okay, and we'll move past you.
But it has to be Mike Perry, like Sterling said, because you gotta have platinum Mike there to get dirty, there to knock cares, there to throw punches, no hands.
Yeah,
bare knuckle. I'm 100% with Sterling on that one.
I tell you, my honorable mention is going to Cain Velasquez, dog. Cain fucking Velasquez, yo. Yeah, that brother been in jail. That brother will kill for family.
We love it. I'm trying to say, brother.
Yeah, but I got roll with Cain Velasquez, dog. You know what I mean? That would be my honorable mention right there. So, people, big up everybody that's been locked in with us. Been a fantastic show. It's been a fantastic engagement from all of you. Make sure you're following everybody on the panel. All the names you see scrolling down the bottom of the screen. Make sure you go and check out their page as well. My salute to every single one of you that's watching that's been watching live and on playback. Big love. And we're going to be back here for prediction show on Friday. And yeah, make sure you link us up, hit the like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. And up onto the next video. Hasta la vista. We're out. Salute.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week Show. Please subscribe. Not now, but right now. Subscribe to the Fight Week Show. We'll see you guys on the road soon.